Welcome and welcome to the person. What a brilliant Saturday evening. What a time to be alive and enjoy this review. Mr. Fosa, do you share my excitement? Do you share my relish?
Bro, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. If not, the best I can do is get a soft drink and have a
Yeah,
glass.
yeah.
Close to the haters,
Mm-hmm.
the we need this, we need this, we are not good enough,
Mm.
and just laugh.
Your stream is going off and on. I don't know why. It's blinking out and blinking in.
Really?
Yeah, stop. Night. Oh, it's blinking
Does it
out and
still
blinking in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
MTN will find a way to come?
Maybe you should
I
refresh
know
and come
it
back.
might be just okay.
Maybe you should, yeah, maybe to stop. I'm waiting on you. So while we wait for Mr. Fosa to get
Okay.
back, let me wait for him to get back. So while we wait for Mr. Fosa, shout out to Mr. Ige, first in the building. What a day to be a gunner, seeing us now win over Aston Villa. I loved it. I loved it. And let's be fair, Aston Villa deserves some credit. They made the match very, very difficult for us. So we're going to have a balanced analysis of the game. But we won. Like I said, the most important thing is for us to win. Then secondary is performance and other things. But shout out to you guys for coming in. As you guys come in, please do me a favor by liking the video. Very, very important for the show and for the live and for the algorithm and for the channel. Please like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're new. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Very, very, very important. So shout out to Mr. Let me see. Mr. Ige, first guy to drop the comment. Shout out to you. And Oxymoto, shout out to you for coming on. What was good, my brothers? This revenge was served extra cool. Mr. Fosa is back in the building. This revenge was served extra cold and spicy. The fact that we went to the Villa Park, the second game, their first home game this season, and we had that. See,
Yes.
it makes it. See, people are actually underestimating the performance I saw from Villa today. They have a good team. They have a good team. Trust me. So you're about to say something, Mr. Fosa. Sorry for interrupting you.
It's true. No, what you said is the truth. I just buttressed and pushed your point also. Yeah, it's their first game of the season. They wouldn't have wanted to lose.
Yeah.
We always see as if, what do they call it? As if every game is easy. This is a team that finished in the Champions League. They finished in Champions League places.
Sport. Yeah.
They beat Manchester City last season.
Mm-hmm.
What do they? They beat Spurs, albeit away. They beat Manchester United. All those teams. So you're not coming. I think Manchester United beat them at their home at at Old Trafford. But this is a team, and this was a team that people were pushing a narrative that the manager is better than our own.
Exactly.
Let's not get it twisted. So if people were saying the manager is better, look at how we played. The chances they had, people can say, they had two clear-cut chances. One was from an error from Gabriel. The second one was from a shot that was deflected.
Deflected.
On goal. It was going on goal. Very easy. It was deflected, and Watkins had that clear. That was it. It wasn't like they opened us or where they were trying to kill us every time. Yes, they may have been, putting more pressure. But sometimes putting more pressure doesn't mean that you have chances. It just looks good on the eye. But when you analyze it, it's what it is.
So for me, the fact that we went there and put this debate of Emery versus Arteta with a better manager, just put it to bed. Like I said, we have a better team, better starting level. And like I did in my other or my instant reaction, I did not expect them to be as stubborn as they were. And if you listen carefully to Mikel Arteta's post-match analysis, he too was a little bit surprised as how they set up. So as much as we want to start say, oh,
Of
we
course.
have done better, but Aston Villa, they are not slouches. They are not a bunch of cones that we are playing against. They are not some training cones or training beeps. They gave us a game. We are going to give them their respect, even though we won there. Let's see how other teams deal with them when they go to Villa Park. We'll see when Man City go there, Man United go there, Chelsea go there. We'll see how they're going to perform. For me, we had a solid performance. We collected the 3 points, which is the most important. Our performance is not as horrible as some of the Arsenal fans, the Standard FC, are trying to push. Because I saw a clown saying this performance is not sustainable. Oh Lord, let's not do that. We can actually criticize. Yeah, we can criticize the team in isolation in some sports, but to say, because if Man City had the same performance, right, they'll say that's the stuff of champions. Yeah. That's how you win titles. We have similar performance, and suddenly it's not sustainable. Are you mad? And people are watching such garbage that someone is gaslighting you that performance is not sustainable. So you expect us to go to the Villa Park and dominate them from minute 1 to 95? Even Prime Baka couldn't do that.
Bro, you have to understand. Some food had to be on the table today.
Sure.
So something had to give.
Let's
be realistic.
Before you continue, so if we win, they aggressively criticize us. If we lose, you criticize. So what do they want sometimes? Before you continue,
then they will not tell us that we couldn't even win the trophy. They don't care how we do it. They will use Chelsea as an example. Meanwhile, Chelsea were not even, when Chelsea were doing it, they didn't do it this well.
Sure.
So what do you now want? Do you want us to win the trophy or not?
Or not?
So if you want us to win the trophy, then shut up. Let us get there. It's not your business how I do it. If you're bringing Chelsea into the equation, it's not your business. Because that time, what were they playing? Anywhere but face. So let's stop to it. So when I see all those kinds of aggregators, food has to be on the table. Unfortunately, it's Saturday night. They have to go out and shy you. You understand? So it's true. I don't respect people like that.
So let's analyze the game, right? So when you saw the starting lineup and you didn't see Zinchenko, were you excited? Were you like, oh, thank Jesus? Or you're like, okay, that's what you expected?
When we told some of these egomaniacal buffoons that it wasn't a striker that was our problem.
The problem, yeah.
Some of them went to go and sharpen their pitchforks. Some of them brought out, what do they call it, their fires. Some of them even had to carry hammers and stake so that they will drive it through our hearts because we were telling them the truth. There was the striker wasn't the main issue. We could count in various scenarios where it was more of personnel at the back and in full back areas. That was the problem. Because the left-hand side, Arteta is gradually rectifying it. Zinchenko has not been the best defensively. We're not saying Zinchenko is atrocious.
Yeah.
You understand? But we are saying in those key moments, Zinchenko is always a culprit and is always suspect.
Yeah.
How many times last season, Leon Bailey, the only time he could run as Zinchenko successfully, he ran as Zinchenko successfully and gave an assist, McGinn scored.
Yeah.
Now, at the Emirates, when we're keeping offside trap, where was Zinchenko? Zinchenko was, what do they call it? He was absent-minded. So
that lack of concentration is always there.
Yeah, look at Fulham. You remember when we drew 2-2 at Fulham? Before the goal came, you were angry as Zinchenko for making a mistake that he shouldn't have made. Trying to be cute or trying to plan the ball, and the team now went out for a corner instead of playing it to Rosie.
Yeah,
we considered the goal. At Anfield, when Salah, the only chance that they had, apart from that other one that they tried to counter, the only chance that they had, what happened? When Salah beat Zinchenko easily, out of nothing.
Out of nothing, yeah.
But That was how they scored their 1-1. So those were the things that we're talking about. There are some people you see, right? A certain level of confidence comes in. The teammates know that, okay, I don't need to do too much because this guy is there. We saw the intelligence today from how many Timber didn't lose the ball many times. Very, very strong defensively, quick, and very physical. They could not shrug him off the ball to say, oh, so that is what Arteta is building. That back four that you will look and say, oh boy, see these guys. That's what we forget. And it's what we had today. If not, if Leon Bailey had seen this thing, what are they calling it? Zinchenko.
That's breakfast. Lunch and dinner.
Zinchenko is
exactly.
That was why they changed their tactics, because they found out that nobody was there for them to use again. No free meat. No free meat. So I think I was very happy when I saw Timber, because this is what we're saying last season. We missed.
Yeah.
And we also have to talk about your brother, PARTEY.
Oh, solid performance. Solid. No, we heard from the naysayers and the idiots during preseason and the first game. Oh, Partey's legs are gone. Partey's legs are gone. This is sickening that Arsenal fans have to find a way to find a scapegoat so they can push a narrative. It's only Arsenal fans that do this. I don't see Liverpool fans doing it the way Arsenal fans do it, or Man City fans or Chelsea fans. Arsenal fans have to find a scapegoat within the squad to run a narrative. Now,
and they pick the wrong person.
Now, against Wolves and against Aston Villa that played today, what did we see that was tangible from Declan Rice? Rice was anonymous as you can guess. Rice was until we scored the goal, right? Today, that is seeing Rice play well. Before the goal, tell me what was substantial about Rice's performance today? Nothing. Absolute nothing. But nobody's going to mention Rice because it cost 100 million. That's how crazy the fan base is.
Yeah, everybody say, "Oh, Martinelli this." Yeah, Martinelli didn't do things in few moments which we were not happy about.
Sure. Yeah.
But there were moments that Rice couldn't even say, "Okay, Martinelli, let me set you free." It was always a case. See, sometimes we love to say, "Oh, Saka." Saka still has help from Odegaard. Yeah. Odegaard shows to
and
say,
Ben White.
They are nation. Yes. Well, I'm looking at the other wing. If Martinelli should give you the ball and Martinelli wants to make a run, which pass is Rice going to give? Rice is not going to give him any pass. People look at Martinelli. Martinelli and Trossard are two different types of players. Martinelli is the pure winger that you need to run at someone. But it's too easy for teams to say, okay, 2 players or 3 players on Martinelli.
Really?
Who are they going to start marking again? Because Rice doesn't have that IQ. There were moments today in the first half, Martinelli passed and was waiting for a kind of pass to give him so that he can be free and at least beat his man.
Yeah.
But it's always, we expect Martinelli to face the guy 20 times and beat him. If you're the only one there, I'm not saying he made some few bad decisions today. Not all. But as you say, we always over-embellish it.
But I understand that fans will overly criticize Martinelli. But you can, if you want to criticize him in isolation for this game, that he made, like I said, a few bad decisions, which is fair. But that let's dump him, let's find an alternative quickly. That's so extreme for me. Because even your favorite winger from Vinicius Junior to Rodrigo, they have this kind of games too. Can we just calm down? Because, like I told you on the phone, if Martinelli plays an absolute blinder against Manchester City, the tone will change again. We know fans are fake.
Of course.
The tone will change again. They will love him again. So I am not overly moved by the nonsense narrative they are pushing right now. All he needs is a brilliant game against a top team, and they will change their tune again. So, but on the isolation of today's game, I think he was kind of poor. He was making some bad decision. We saw that chance in second half. You beat the guy. You wanted to beat him the second time. Like, what are you doing, man? Let's not do that. That's so amateurish. That's so childish. What are you trying to do? Especially at that point, we haven't scored a goal. You can't be doing that. It was getting on my nerves, but I understand people who are on Martinelli's tails for now. I know they will get off his tail once he starts scoring. That's how fickle fans are. So I won't take them too seriously. For Bob Declan Rice, he has been objectively poor for 2 games. Very, very poor elementary passes, side passes. I called him out last season. People thought I had an agenda. I have no agenda against any national player. I will just criticize them objectively as much as I give them their praises objectively. So it is what it is. Please stop supporting Martinelli. No, don't do that. No, this is not AFTV. You can criticize people objective. This is not AFTV. We're not doing that here, please. He's not an average player. I respect your opinion, but don't push nonsense here. He's not an average player. Players go through this kind of thing. This is not AFTV. Carry your hate, carry your nonsense to AFTV. Like, I don't like come on. I don't like this nonsense. Yeah.
This is this thing. I said I've been having a what I call back and forth with my guy. Oh, Gyökeres.
He's always Nigerian.
We should go and sign him. This is my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigerians will not logically think.
No IQ.
How are we going to pay?
Yeah.
We don't want to go and just drop the money. Nico Williams earns 250k, around 200 to 250k at Bilbao. Yeah. People don't understand that Bilbao have a policy.
Just pause it. Look at the statement. Please stop supporting Martinelli. Martinelli ain't good enough. He's an average player. Arsenal need to sign Nico Williams and Gyökeres to replace Martinelli and Kai Havertz. You can see he's coming with an aggressive agenda. You can tell from how they speak. People that have agenda, people want to have a constructive debate. And it's okay. Maybe I can see where you're coming from, but it's some bullshit. We all know Martinelli is not as far as Arsenal fans are trying to make him be. We know Kai Havertz, scored a lot of goals last season. His availability alone gives you another level. So don't bring that nonsense here. Take it to AVFTV or Football Terrorists where you guys can suck each other's whatever and push your agenda there. Get out of my channel. I don't like this kind of person now. Like, you come with a preconceived notion about something that we can actually talk about objectively. Now, don't do this here. I'm not for. Don't watch me. You don't watch me. Get out of this place. Absolute nonsense. Like, come on. 2 years ago, these guys were lauding. They were lauding Martinelli. 2 years ago, you had a poor season last season, which I understand, and we can criticize him. But to just go and replace Martinelli and Kai Havertz. What has Kai Havertz done to them? What has he done wrong? Go and watch Northside and those clowns and Ligona who watch those idiots. Don't come here. Take your nonsense elsewhere. Sorry, you guys just got under my skin.
No. Martinelli is average. It's easy for us to see someone is average.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to come out and say Rice. We're saying Rice, man.
Yeah, very average.
How does Rice combine with Martinelli?
Yeah.
For the past, since Rice, imagine I say Rice will play an 8. If Rice can play 8, I will play 8 and they will change my name to Roberto Baggio. That's what I'll play.
Exactly.
Because I cannot understand. I'm seeing Odegaard. Odegaard can combine with Saka. What are they calling this guy? Rice. We cannot see Rice doing combination pass. Even if Martinelli passes the ball and waits for Rice to set him free. You will always, like, it makes sometimes have we also thought, how can we isolate defenders to be one-on-one or not even have a chance against Martinelli? But it's so easy because before the ball comes to Martinelli, even if Martinelli passes the ball, what will Rice do next? He will collect the ball, turn and give one small pass.
Or sideways pass or backwards pass. Against Wolves, Rice was anonymous and very annoying. And today, before we scored the goal, Rice was doing the same thing. Very passive, very average. And guess what? Nobody talk about Rice. Let's look for the easier scapegoat in Martinelli and Kai Havertz. Man, don't bring nonsense here. I'm not saying we should not be critical of his performance, especially last season and the beginning of this season. He's brilliant, but to say he's an average player, because the hypocrisy is that, right? If Real Madrid or a Bayern wants to sign Martinelli, these idiots, without saying, don't sell him, it should go and get Gutierrez that is average because he's doing well in a very below par league in the Portuguese league. You should go and buy him so you can satisfy your nonsense, your ego. Man, get out
I
of my
saw the
face.
goal. Oh, everybody will say, he scored hat-trick.
Yeah.
Really?
One league.
PSG need a striker.
Yeah.
Even we complain, oh, we don't like Osimhen. If Osimhen is available for 40 million, and I will take him ahead of what I call a Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Because Gyökeres yesterday, I saw some of the goals he scored.
Very
and
poor.
me, I don't even like, my view on. You know my view on Osimhen. I don't want him. I saw Gyökeres score hat-trick. Who will give you that space in EPL?
Exactly. We'll give that space in EPL. We just watched today's game, right? We saw how tactically astute Aston Villa was. How tight they made it, how they make sure that there was no space. They were playing mid block and low block at the same time. They were pressing high. They were trying to set offside traps against us. That was a tactical game. But yet, people just want to make, just go and beat Aston Villa. Is it that easy? Is it that easy? Like, let's show some grace and let's be sensible. I understand you guys like to get your guilty pleasure from all those channels where they are gaslighting you and lying to you because they feel you, they make you feel a certain way and they make money over your stupidity. Go there. Here we discuss things with objectivity. I'm not saying I should point out to Arsenal players. Like I told you, Martinelli was poor in today's game. He's not going to escape that.
Yeah.
But to say he's average, let's replace him at Kai Havertz. What did Kai Havertz do wrong today? Like, let's don't be silly. Jesus is not fit. Kai Havertz is there. And we won the game. Yeah, we won the game.
Bro, do you know how perfect Kai Havertz was in this game today? Did you see how many times
he came back? I won't go as far to say perfect because there was one or two chances.
I don't mean in this team, in how he plays for our team.
Okay, yeah, exactly. He suits our team very well.
In how he plays for our team.
Yeah.
Now we don't talk about how technical, how there were moments when he would win the ball. Once he wins the ball, we start an attack.
Exactly. Hold up play was fantastic.
There was a chance, the one he gave Saka. What are they calling it? If there was another person in behind, I know would have given him behind. But he just thought, okay, to be quick, which unfortunately that one happens.
Sure.
But not that people come and go and sign Gyökeres because people are going and seeing everywhere Gyökeres.
Yeah. I'm not buying that nonsense.
Darwin Núñez as a player is better than Gyökeres.
Far better.
And we are seeing how Darwin Núñez
is playing. Even on the slot, he's not even starting Núñez. He's starting with what's his name? Diego Jota.
You're saying Darwin Núñez is better as a player. He can dribble. He is fast. He can press. He is strong. That is a perfect striker. He has the height. But unfortunately, what is it? The problem is he just cannot put the ball at the back of the net consistently.
Yeah.
But he was scoring goals in this team. Gonzalo Ramos went to PSG. Was it not Gonzalo Ramos? Arsenal fans were saying we should sign. How much? 70-something million euros.
Yeah, exactly.
They signed him on a loan with an obligation to buy. This summer, they paid the money. Can you imagine? That guy is on the bench.
Yeah, nobody wants him. The same Ramos that everybody was shouting, Arsenal should go and get. Like, they don't watch these players before they make those pronouncements. And what actually triggered me, which I don't like the trigger, was let's go and replace Kai Havertz and Martinelli over one game. Are you insane?
Williams.
Yeah, you can see how people be brainwashed. Being brainwashed, don't even think.
We saw Nico Williams in what are they calling in this team?
Euros.
In the Euros. Nico Williams in the Euros. Let's be realistic. I'm not saying he's not. Nobody said he's not a good player, but we love to look at Euros where how many times? Okay, in the final. Why was it that in the final against England, take away that his goal? What else did he do? Why was he not able to pass Walker?
Nothing.
Walker is who Martinelli constantly dog walks every single time.
Exactly.
So we saw it that, they doubled up on Nico Williams. Why did Nico Williams not just dribble all of them and just pass? You people look at weak defending at the Euros and compare it to the EPL. The EPL, you don't need.
They don't even watch the Spanish La Liga religiously the way they watch England to see the horrible performances that Nico Williams or what's his name, Vinicius Jr. or Rodrigo be having sometimes. Just like Martinelli have some poor performance sometimes, but they want to come here and be telling us that Martinelli is our relay replacing. Man, get out of my face. No, I don't want to see you in my channel. Just get out. This channel, even though it's small, I don't want to for low IQ idiots. I want for people that have some sense that can think for themselves. That's why if you come here, you can even challenge my opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is the best, provided we can challenge ourselves logically and objectively. Don't come and be telling me some mainstream nonsense that they brainwash you at AFTV and the rest of the channel. You can come and spill it here. Don't carry your nonsense out of this place. I don't want to see you here.
And you've not even analyzed it.
Yeah, it just came and just get out of my see, because I'm tired of people pushing this narrative the way they push Ivan Toney. Oh, we must sign Ivan Toney. If we don't sign Ivan Toney, we don't win the league. Did we lose the league by 2 points because we didn't sign Ivan Toney? And I've never said for once Arsenal shouldn't sign a striker. I said we don't need. There are two different statements. Need means we need to buy one imminently. Now, is there a striker that is good enough that can afford? Arsenal should do it. But to say go and buy Jokeres, who is not good enough, who is not as good as Kai Havertz and Jesus, man, I am not for that. If you don't follow me, don't watch me. Go and watch you. Go there.
Portugal. Who do they play?
Yeah.
I can, apart from Porto, Sporting, and Benfica.
Nobody.
Tell me
nobody else.
10 other teams on the top of your head that you know in Portugal.
Exactly. Let's go back to the game before they were distracted by that nonsense. What a performance by this guy. He officially got the man of the match. David Raya. That save. People know when I made a video last year and said David Raya is in the same league with Alisson and Edison, I was actually figuratively eating up in the comment section. That what am I thinking? Or I'm delusional. Am I still delusional? Am I still delusional about David Raya? Oh, he's not better than Ramsdale. Oh, Ramsdale is better than David Raya because you guys are enjoying the shenanigans of Ramsdale. I'm not saying Ramsdale is not a good goalkeeper. I just said Raya is just better.
Yeah, and when you never say it was humongously better, we said marginally better.
And they felt offended. They felt offended. And someone actually went that picture and said it's because of our defenders. Like Ramsey have the same defenders too. So what do you mean it's because of our defenders? The save he pulled up today, like what is his name? Ige said. Let me see. Yeah. So I just saw the first half, but I heard Raya made an incredible save. Raya is a top goalkeeper. I hate the absolute slander he got last season because those guys were the fanboys of Ramsdale. Now we now have fans, right? Instead of supporting the club, they support a particular player above the club, which does not make no sense because players come and go. So how do you rationally support a player ahead of the club if you're not insane?
Is it not AFTV also?
Yeah, you're not insane.
What are they calling it?
So for me, Raya is in that same bracket with Alisson, top goalkeeper, fantastic distribution. He pulled up a fantastic save last week against Wolves, if you remember correctly, right? A fantastic save against Wolves. Another fantastic save today against Aston Villa. And come on, man, what more do you want him? He got the most clean sheet last season. What more do you want for you to give me accolades and flowers? What more do you want? What more? So for me, Raya, fantastic goalkeeper. I'm happy. Our talent identification is on an elite spectrum, and we are bringing in quality players. They might not be the most popular options or of when we go for these players or goalkeepers, but eventually these naysayers will get converted, and some of them might not get converted, but it is what it is. So I'm excited for the prospect of Raya. We can now say bonafidely we have a top-class goalkeeper in our ranks, and I'm happy he won the man of the match today, and he deserves this. Now, let me ask you a question.
Definitely.
The Raya save and the Saliba tackle, which one do you think was the most profound?
I think it was the Raya save. It was the Raya save. One we could say, the time
and the consequences attached to it. Yeah. The consequences attached to it. Yeah.
But that Saliba tackle, man, was insane. Because we people talk about that tackle. People talk about it, but what do they call it? Importance of that tackle is, Saliba made the tackle. If not, that guy could easily have scored 2-1, and before you know,
2-1.
The end of the game would have been that
pressure. Yeah. But that
Once that
tackle
happened,
was solid. That
yeah,
tackle was solid. And the way he celebrated that tackle aggressively, that tackle is worthy of 3
of
points.
course,
Yeah, that was a
bro.
solid tackle.
That's what makes you the best defender in the world.
Sure.
Let's stop this nonsense that the guy has everything.
Pace, agility, recovery, one-on-one duels, collective duels. We just have a solid team. But unfortunately, somehow, our self-sabotaging Arsenal fans will find a way to start saying, maybe we should go and get another defender that is better than Saliba, because we're always looking for a player that is better than our players. That's the habit of an Arsenal fan these days. They're always seeking for players.
Tell you, that's what keeps you better. That's what makes you better standard.
They want to win, but we don't want to win. They want to win.
Working targets.
Yeah.
Like they know it's easy to trigger you. They know AFTV has put PTSD in you. They know that subconsciously you are already triggered. So they will use it. They will always find a way, and you people fall for the same thing. It is all the comical. Time.
Yeah, that's why this guy just pissed me off. Like, don't come and bring that nonsense that you've learned from AFTV. I don't want to grow up from it. No, don't bring it here. Take it elsewhere and go and run with it elsewhere. So, aside from that, how good is Mr. Trossard? Do you think Trossard deserves a start, or you think Trossard's best position is coming as a super sub? Guys, in the comment section, let us know what you think. Because as much as people are angling for Trossard to start, a few times, if you look at it objectively, a few times that Trossard has started, he doesn't have the best of starts. Let's be objective and be truthful. I'm not saying Martinelli doesn't deserve to be dropped, because people comprehension these days, I don't know what they hear. I'm not saying Martinelli doesn't deserve to be dropped, but when Trossard starts most games, he is not the best.
We beg for Martinelli to come back.
Exactly.
I kept saying it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy. Martinelli and these guys are two different kinds of wingers. Sure. We forget that when Martinelli is playing, and we've seen it since last season, playing with Rice there does not favor Martinelli. We saw when Jorginho came on in that game and he gave Martinelli 2 assists. Not 2 assists. When he gave that assist over the top. That is Martinelli's strength. You understand? Nobody should come and tell me that is his strength, to catch you off guard. And when he catches you, Martinelli is one of our best finishers. But people don't like to say it. You understand? It's easy for Martinelli. Even if Martinelli beats a player, who is he going to pass the ball to? Mr. Rice. Rice, that will be all over. Sometimes I don't know what passes through Rice's mind.
I've said for a long time. And that's fans.
When was the last time when was the last time you saw them give a Martinelli a pass that he went left midfielder gave him a pass and he went clean through? The last pass that they gave him was offside, and the guy that gave him the pass has gone. He's not even at the club anymore. He has gone on. It's true. So it's not as if you can see Odegaard giving Saka a pass constantly. Yeah. Who gives Martinelli to say, "Oh, Martinelli, I was able to see your movement," because it's every time everybody wants, just dribble. Maybe Martinelli sees, I have to dribble, I have to run, because sometimes Martinelli tries to cut back. Even when he cuts back, you're not going to say Rice is there for him to give a ball that Rice can deliver like Xhaka. So these are things that people don't put in perspective. I know. And one thing is, when you're playing well, confidence increases.
Sure.
We don't talk about it, but it's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, for me,
way of thinking.
I remember when I mentioned it after we just bought Rice, after like 2 games, I'm like, Rice passing is mid. No, sorry, not even mid. It's wretched. Like, now when it comes to ball recovery and tackling, Rice is A1. But that passing between the lines and doing the right is very mid. So I'm happy that Moreno is coming. I remember I've seen people advocating for that our midfield 3 should be Moreno, Rice, and Odegaard. I'm like, are you okay? It has to be Partey, Moreno, and Odegaard, because anytime I see Mr. Rice, apart from running, Mr. Rice, I'm sorry. See, let's say Arsenal was not an offensive team, right? Let's say we're a defensive team. Rice will thrive. Trust me. But
Of
we
course.
but we have the ball
bro, what I even
most
say?
of the time.
We'll go and say Onana to add.
Exactly. But we are going to hold on to the ball for the most of the time. And I'm sorry, that is not the strength of Mr. Rice. I'm not saying he cannot do a job, but if you want the optimum performance of an 8 or a 6, sorry, even though I love Rice, he is not the best. It is what it is. I have to tell the truth. It is what it is. He's not the best when it comes to that. So, and that's affecting Martinelli in some cases. At the same time, Martinelli, you need to actually fix up. Like, you need to fix up because there were some individual errors and bad judgment calls he was making in today's game that he needs to fix up. He needs to fix up regarding that.
Yeah.
So, as much as I understand that we need to drop Martinelli, Trossard is not the best starter because we've seen a few stats and Trossard will be struggling. So, we need to actually be objective before we start shouting, "Oh, drop Martinelli and bring in Trossard," because maybe we start Trossard, they'll start complaining again. So, pick your poison. Pick your poison.
Bro, if they lie, they should complain.
How good was PARTEY today?
People wanted us to sell him more.
Onana. Send him to Dubai.
Onana and Rice. Onana and Rice.
That's Bolton Wanderers and Stoke. Like, see, that's why I don't take I don't take some of these Arsenal fans seriously. If you think having Onana and Rice in the midfield is worthy of an Arsenal midfield, you are sick. As in, you are sick. Of course. This is not Bolton Wanderers or this is not Stoke. Onana and Rice, we are going to be struggling to qualify for top 4. No, like all brawn, no brain. All brawn, no brain.
What did Onana do today?
Exactly.
Onana just the run up and down.
Yeah.
Onana just the run up and down. People say Onana be like PARTEY. Onana that will try ball in UK to come and meet me here.
That's a bad call. How can you say Onana is like PARTEY? They are two different players. Onana doesn't have no tech. He's just all running power, all height, all running power and height. There's nothing there. Like let's not be silly. Like it's like some people don't know how to watch this game. They just look like if you are tall and can run, then you're a good midfielder, a good player. Nana. For me, PARTEY, we're saying he's getting slow. He's not getting slow. You have to understand that when you play against other teams have good players. The way we analyze games as fans sometimes is just very disturbing. You have to see the other team don't have good players at all. They have good players too. They are slouches or there are some training props or beeps. They have good players. So they gave us a game, but PARTEY show his dominance and superiority in this game. Especially in the first half when Mr. Rice was so anonymous, it was PARTEY that was showing up. So your disrespect for PARTEY should be as loud as your apologies. Because people were writing him off, he's finished. I know I'm not saying he didn't have injury problems last season and season before. We know the injury problems, but when he's fit, he's that player, and he's not as slow as a lot of you are making it to seem. Just because he's not exercising the ferocity of Declan Rice doesn't make him slow.
With ferocity, person we're not even there today ferocious. You know the attack, you know the defense. What you gonna do for pitch?
Because sometimes they people confuse the fact that they see Rice be running aimlessly sometimes as doing something. No, he's not doing anything tangible. He's not adding anything substantial to our team. Let's call it for what it is. He's not doing something substantial to the team. So let's stop trying to find scapegoats with other players you have agenda against. PARTEY, yes, it's getting old. Yes, PARTEY has injury problems, but he is not the worst of our concern in that team. He is not. The other players should be more concerned about than Thomas PARTEY. And let's met out our appraisal on players with some merit and objectivity. Let's stop running agendas and hit pieces on certain players. It's becoming very, very disturbing. Let's not do it. Let's not just be doing that. So I was looking at some of for those who lost statistics, and they're saying that we didn't play well. But if you look at some of the statistics, we had 61% of the possession. We had 9 shot, 4 on target. They had 11 shot, 3 on target. So it was almost a close game. It was a tactical game, but we shaded it in the in the critical analysis of the game. So we won the game. I'm happy. 3 points, 6 out of 6. If you check the league table, we are third, even though we all have 6 points. Man City has 6 points, Brighton has 6 points, Arsenal has 6 points. So there is no need to be pushing agendas this early, especially we've not drawn any game and we've not lost any game. What do you think?
Bro, I told you food must be on the table. So agenda, they must see.
Yeah,
They must
they
find
must
a way.
feed. They must find a way. They must feed. Yeah,
You understand?
yeah. That's why I snapped at that guy, and I don't regret it. I'm getting very impatient with people like that because after the game, I was doing my instant reaction, and I saw that not guy saying this is not sustainable. Oh, we just won a game, and I was saying Man City win game look poorer than we did, and suddenly it's not sustainable. Are you guys liking me? Like we just won a game. Because on the flip side, if we had lost that game and we played very, very well, they'll shout, "Oh, your play was not good enough. It's about the result." Like, which one? You can't be flip flopping and be nah. You're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna do that to me. So, nah, that's what I'm losing. I'm tired of being overly diplomatic.
I just saw someone. I just saw someone say something. He said, "Can we just?" He said, "Some Arsenal fans should just shut up and give some of these guys space." Let Martin. I'm the reason I'm not bashing Martin. Let just give him space. Someone that has done that well, unfortunately had some injuries. Just give him space. Let him just breathe.
Do his thing.
He will, for Arteta to be playing him. Arteta trains.
Yeah, they say him all the time.
You are not going to tell me, Nelson. Okay, if Nelson was doing so, Nelson would have been playing where Martinelli is playing.
Sure.
So I get, but people should just give space.
So what do you make of the commentary Arteta made when he was asked about potential transfers and it was like, if they find something, they will do it. They are short in some areas. I'm like, Arteta is giving some hints that Arsenal are still active in the market, which they should be. I think Arsenal should get a fourth player, not necessarily a striker. I think we can do with a fourth player, but all this game of striker, I don't care about it. How many players do you think max Arsenal will actually bring before the transfer window shut down?
I only think 2 max. If that, and that is a huge if, which is for 2. I think 1 is what they will bring. Except we sign that goalkeeper.
Yeah,
maybe apart from the goalkeeper.
To replace Ramsdale, if Ramsdale leaves. Okay, let me be specific. I'll ask you players. How many you think? I think 1. Unless we sell, I don't think we'll sell a key player. I think Nelson will go. Right, I think Dempsey will go. I think Nketiah will go. And I think we'll replace one solid player for those 2 players. See, it's not about numbers. It's about quality. And in that quality, you need a player that has availability. Because he actually suggested that he wants players that are available too. So that means...
Of course, bro, that is what people don't get. Availability is your strongest asset.
Definitely.
No use bringing in players that you know injured. You have to have players who have a track record of
staying fit.
What do they call it? Staying fit. Look at Califury. Even Timber. It was unfortunate that Timber, it's even an ACL Timber had. Other than that, I don't think there was any issue with Timber. Look at Gabriel and Saliba and Ben White. They are available.
Solid.
Saka
available. Saka available.
Yeah.
Reckon Rice available.
You understand. It's only Partey we've had that issue with.
Exactly.
Odegaard.
Always available. So, exactly.
And because Waneri and Skelly, those guys, we are forgetting that they're also breaking into the team for all the what do they call it? Highland lovers, youth players, this thing. Those guys are also breaking in. Exactly. So Nketiah, Nketiah is always available, but let's be realistic.
Not good enough.
We know what Nketiah is.
Exactly, we know that it's not the level.
But that's just the thing.
Chris Nelson, they're not the level.
Yeah. So people don't get me. I just think maximum of 2. That is if we can pull off 2. If not, just bring me a very good player that can come in. Because we don't look at it and also think. Arteta might also still look and say, okay, Martinelli, you can play as a striker today. Different things we can do. So that's the unpredictability we speak about.
Yeah.
So we also have to know that teams within those periods would also, even if we are going to get some of the players, teams would also tell us, okay, wait, so that they will go and get a player
Replacement.
too before
Yeah.
we sell what we
Yes,
have.
I know. Yeah.
Which is understandable. So I just feel I trust them in the transfer market.
So what do you think about this morning when the news filtered out about Jesus potentially injured for this game, which actually turned out to be true that he was out for this game? And according to Mikel Arteta, had a slight thigh issue. That's what he said. And they're going to run his count to know how serious it is. And people were this morning having a meltdown. Oh, Jesus. I'm like, guys, let's calm down. You can't be. See, if go okay, let's run this theory. Imagine we go and get a striker. Let's say they will shout to Gutierrez, right? You go and get Gutierrez, right? And he gets injured. What will be the solution? Because you go and get a striker, like, and guessing what will be the solution? I'm asking you a question.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, they will come and enter and replace him now.
Get serious.
No, because I'm like, that's not. No, bro, because realistically, everybody, go and sign this guy. If he comes in and gets injured,
yeah.
Are you going to say life won't go on?
Exactly.
We will continue with what we have.
I remember people say Brentford. Brentford signed a striker to replace Tony. He gets injured. So how come they've not replaced
signed a striker? Who signed a striker 2 seasons ago? The guy had 2 ACLs.
Exactly.
He has had 2 ACLs for 2 seasons. So I'm not that we are saying that to any body or using it, which we know Arteta, even the even the Gyökeres, and what do they call it? Links. Gyökeres so far has proven to be a player for where he has been playing to be very fit. But what we are trying to say is, if people are saying get a player, we have to be very, we have to scrutinize. We don't have to just allow emotions blind us.
Yeah.
We have to look. What is his release? What's the price he's going for? They are saying 100 million euros. We're not paying 100 million euros. Now, if maximum is available, and because of the way he scores, they say, oh, they are taking a chance on it, I will not have an issue with that, because I know it's 40. You understand? But my own is paying 80 million pounds is, see, it's not, people will say, oh, you're not ambitious. See, sometimes I think some people need to be slapped.
No, that's gaslighting. It's like a woman that is not your girlfriend and you refuse to take her to a 5-star restaurant and you say you are broke. No, I'm not doing it. It's my money. Like you can't gaslight me to how I want to spend my money. Nah, not gonna gaslight me. Nah.
Tell us, we don't have ambitious. This thing.
That one of the dumbest response. I see it on the internet. Yeah, Arsenal is not ambitious. You think you saying that to Arteta and Edu? That's a fair argument. You must be daft. You must be very daft. You think people at that level?
These are the same people.
Think like you. They're not ambitious. That's your
argument.
Same
people that insulted Edu. That Edu should turn in his resignation letter because we did not sign Mudryk. What happened? Every day I see them going online to go and do this thing, service, to thank God that we did not sign Mudryk.
Imagine Edu listening to them. These same idiots that
you see some of them just pay the money. Just pay the money. Just, is it not 5 million euros? Just pay. How many of you have 5 million euros in your account?
And they will say you're not ambitious. I saw one tweet this morning said any Arsenal fan that is not saying we need a striker is not ambitious and they are not good for the club. I'm like, go and stop on something. You are see.
Yeah, you understand. Stop going. You see, when you listen to all these bald-headed Turkish that will go and be wearing and what are they? You'll be wearing baseball cap, not baseball cap, but all these caps are meant for a franchise of all these American NBA. You'll be wearing it every time.
To cover his ball.
Yeah. Sometimes I hear when that guy talks. I say sometimes people can make stupidity sound so good.
Yeah.
Then the one that has sold them a dream. Have you ever seen a wolf going to do this thing, run for presidency in the land of the sheep, and will tell them, "Don't worry, when I become president, I will be vegan. I will be a vegetarian."
Exactly. Shout out to Sheson. Pastor, shout out to you. Ghana, exactly. We all know. We're excited. I'm happy. See, I'm happy, regardless of my little criticism of some of the performances. I am happy we won 6 points out of 6. So all these people getting triggered on the internet, I don't understand it. I don't rock with it. So, and I'm not saying we should pander to Arsenal. I've never said Arsenal should not sign a striker, because people will hear what I'm saying. I said it has to be the right striker that fits our team, the right profile, and we can afford. Then let's do it. Especially for me, if Ishak is available today, I can afford it. I can find. Remember how we do it? How we do with Raya, right? We found a way to get Raya because it's the right quality of goalkeeper that's going to give us an upgrade. And guess what? Arsenal found a way to sign Raya, right? Before we now made it permanent this season. So if we can get a striker like Ishak, but don't tell me Ivan Toney, Osimhen, go to these bombs. Let's go and pay. Nah, ain't paying no money.
No, bro.
Ain't paying
the prices that they are saying we should go and pay.
Yeah,
the price.
No.
That was annoying me. I'm not saying I'm not paying 80 million pounds.
Yeah, hell no.
If you think me throwing my money away is ambition, I don't have ambition.
Exactly. We don't have ambition. Yeah, we don't have. See, the funny thing, right?
The way we win this league.
Do you know the funny thing? The Turkish, the AFTVs, all these guys that have ambition, how come they don't throw their money anyway? Why come AFTV don't go and say, okay, we have so much money, we made so much money from AFTV, from pounding to you guys and gaslighting you. Let's buy a quarter percentage of the rights to be showing the highlights on our channel. They've made money. No, I'm not pocket watching. They've made money, right? Why don't you use that money and buy the rights?
Why did they use private jets to go to US?
Nah, don't do that. They will never do that. They're gaslighting you that they have ambition. I was saying that damn port, shouting, nah, that's not show ambition. All we need is a striker. Remember when Chelsea told us 2 years ago, I remember Chelsea fans were saying all they need was Lukaku. That if they bought Lukaku, they were going to win the league.
They'll win the league. They're going to win the league.
They bought Lukaku.
No, say Champions League now, just this thing. It was just a run of form.
Yeah, they bought Lukaku. What happened? Their life Chelsea has not remained the same.
Worst transfers.
Chelsea has not remained the same since they bought Lukaku. They have not remained the same. One of the worst transfers. So it's not about just going and buying players because they look good in a certain league. You have to watch them intentionally to know that they will fit your system. They are good for your team. By that logic, let's go to Nigeria and buy the best strikers in the Nigerian league and just bring him and win us the league. Let's go to Colombia and buy the best striker there and come and win. It doesn't work like that. Common sense. Let's apply common sense. It doesn't work like that. Just because you are scoring bucket loads of goals in a particular league, that doesn't mean you come to the Premier League and succeed. It does not work like that. We are not against Arsenal signing a striker. That's not our argument. Our argument is that he has to be the right striker and it has to be affordable at the right price. We're not Arsenal accountants. We're not Arsenal accountants. But we are. If you love our club, we will look out for the best for our club, for the sustainability for the long term. So I'm not doing this. I want Arsenal to win trophies, and I know Arsenal will win trophies, but we have to do it the right way and the affordable way that is sustainable. Not just, I don't want Arsenal to win just for one season. I want it to be like a stretch of like 4 or 5 seasons. How do you do it? By signing the right profiles at the right age, at the right time. Your final words.
Unai, Papa.
I swear to God. Unai, Papa. You know, the exact is better than Arteta. He has won a few trophies. This guy has been in management for 25 years. Arteta is barely 5 years in management. You are comparing that he's better. Some of you don't even know how to have
say Europa League. So Alex Ferguson was competing to go to Europa League.
Do you know the funny thing, right? 2 of the 3 Europa League he won. He took his team from Champions League to Europa League to go and win it. So he had to go on a decline. He had to go on a decline to win it. Man,
so he's a small team manager.
He is.
And you see where he still won it. Alex Ferguson was not doing that.
Exactly. Not doing that nonsense. Man, let's stop it. So, guys, especially the sound and smart Arsenal fans amongst us, let's not fall for the shenanigans online. We know people are hustling online. See, likes and views make money. Some people can accuse me of doing the same thing. But guess what? I still have a day job and I do not have to pander to get money online. Now, do I want to make money on my YouTube? Definitely. I should be rewarded for my hard work. Definitely. But I do not have to lie and gaslight you. I don't have to do that. No, I don't have to do that. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's have a... You can disagree with me, provided you do it with logic. Don't just come and throw tantrums here. No, this is not your dumping ground for tantrums. This is a place you can disagree and you can have sensible and logical conversations and debates. I am all for a debate, provided you do it respectfully, logically. So, guys, you're watching the way back. Be kind enough to like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're new, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. We've won today's game. Do not fall for the trope. It's easy to be ghastly these days. They'll hide. I'm telling you, they package it that we want to win trophies. We want to win trophies. It's about the ambition. They sound like all these evangelical pastors. They'll tell you, the Lord will bless you. Just sow a seed for the Lord. Just sow a seed. Sow a seed.
Course.
And the Lord bless you.
A heavenly harvest is awaiting you.
Exactly. So don't fall for it. We won the game. Were there a bit of discrepancies in the game? It happens to all the best teams, right? You don't dominate the game for 90 minutes stretch. It's not humanly possible. Even Prime Barca did not dominate for 90 minutes. So let's be gracious in our analysis and let's be smart and objective in our analysis. So we won the game 2-0. We've beaten our Emirates at the Villa Park. Very important, at the Villa Park, not at the Emirates. So let's enjoy this victory while we wait for Brighton next week at the Emirates. It should be a good one. Hopefully, the next few hours, who actually announced Mikel Moreno. He has done his medical today. So it's all good. Let's enjoy it. Don't fall for the bad energy of these hustlers online. They are hustling you. All these Arsenal Fan TV progenies, from the Ghana to all these Lees and the Turkish, they are hustling you. It's not a hustling job. Don't be hustled. Use your brain. You have a brain, put it to use. Mr. Fosa, any more words before we go?
Let's enjoy it tonight. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. 6 points, 6 from 6. Nothing beats that. Fantastic. And I will do something for Man U. Man U, Man U fans, I have something for them. I have a good package for them. That's a pre-recorded video. I have something for Manchester United fans. I know they'll love it. You saw the one I left on TikTok, right?
I did.
So, guys, if you want to enjoy and follow my TikTok is Arsenal Present. My Twitter /X2 is Arsenal Present. Especially my TikTok, you will like some of the content I'll be putting on my TikTok. You'll enjoy it. So, guys, we'll see you guys on the next one. Keep supporting the club. Bye for now.